The number one thing I think people put in their head is it won't happen to me. It can
Hmm.
happen to everybody else, but it won't happen to me. You're around long enough, and it's gonna happen to you.
This was weird, kind of odd to me one time. A guy came in to do some services and he's like, I seen you on the internet.
Huh?
Like, think about that, dude.
Right.
Like
Hmm.
he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
cool, nice to meet you. You know, like I'm like, oh shit, that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
knows? Like what they're thinking. Like maybe the guy has money because he's on the
Hmm.
internet. I don't know, right? Like, yeah. So, anyways, like AZREIA trades list. We're
Right.
starting off with at the right foot of using
Right.
David and Rent Perfect. And what is your private eye company? Is it Rent
Well,
Perfect?
well, Rent Perfect is a PI
PI, yeah,
company.
okay. I
It's
just
a
want to make
PA
sure I got the right
agency.
name.
It's not just a database, background company. And then Crim Shield is the employment side. That's also a PI firm. So I actually
Got
have two PI firms.
got it.
Okay.
One does more employment and one does more for the landlords. Same kind of process, right? With backgrounds are backgrounds, but it's just a little different world and we just handle them a little bit different. Our Rent
Hmm.
Perfect is not so much a background check company anymore. It's a full property management suite that has a background component in it. So that thing's really gone far. I mean, you can be a landlord and start and, get your applications, your onboarding, all the great stuff that Rent Perfect adds to it. But I came around doing these vendors because actually on the back end of our Rent Perfect, our property management software, we have a work order process where tenants can put in work orders and our landlords can push a few buttons and have one of these vendor VIP contractors
Okay.
dispatched out
Mhm.
to their house right away. So it kind of all mixes in with each other,
Yep.
when you really understand how everything's going.
Okay.
But yeah, AZ Trades List. This is where your members need to be. It's who they need to hire. And like I said before, we're not putting one company in each category. We're going to point you to, we want you to fall in love with 10 companies in that category. Like
Hmm.
almost like, I don't care which one of the 10 comes out. Just come out and solve my problem. You're all great, right? I mean, how important is that to have 10 vendors you love and then you're never worried about, oh man, can I find someone in time,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, think about the AC provider that's helping out, long-term hold landlords in the
Hmm.
summertime here. I have 16 properties here. I guarantee you from April till September, I'm going to have close to 20 phone calls for AC alone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got a little older units, built, I mean, those units may be 10, 15 years old on some of them. I'll probably have a replacement, one or two replacements this year, right? But in the middle of July, when you call an AC company, good luck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? For example, one of the ones on the list, JMac, I love them. One of many great ones. They're out of my house at 11 p.m. last year. They're so busy, but they're like, you know what? We're working extended hours,
Hmm.
and trust me, my tenants will stay up at 11 till 11 o'clock because they're going to be staying up till 11, 12, 1 o'clock with a,
Right.
95-degree house
Right.
anyways,
Nice. Yeah,
right? So
stuff.
they're happy to get out and do that. But these are the things that the vendors we're bringing onto the AZ trades list are going to do for our AZREIA
Hmm.
members, right? They're going to go the extra mile. They're going to know where we're from. They're going to know we're repeat business. And see, that's huge right there, right? A lot of these contractors do, a job, and they might not be back to a home for years and years and years. But man, if you come in and you land one of our investors, for example, me, who has 16 properties, and believe me, I'm small when it comes to a lot of
Hmm.
people
Mhm.
in our organization.
Yeah.
You're going to have, like I said, 15, 20 calls this summer just from me. So it's valuable that the vendors also jump onto the AZ trades
Hmm.
list, right?
Yeah.
It's good for both sides here, and we're just trying to make that connection
Okay.
And
and benefit everybody.
another thing, so outside of like the right company doing the background check, so now we're going into we have multiple options. And I like what you were talking about earlier. This isn't the George Brazil. Can you kind of
Right.
cover the type of
Yeah.
vendors we're bringing in?